Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Ty Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing a review of MTV Ghosted, y'all. The episode of Whitney and Tahira. Alright, so I don't know, this episode, like I told you before, some situations don't need to be ghosted, and this is one of the situations. And when I tell you what the reason why she ghosted her, they gonna realize and say, really? That's the reason? I felt the same way when I watched it, so I rolled my eyes so deeply with that. I was like, really? That's the reason? But this is what it is. Let's break it down. If you're just the first time watching my MTV Ghosted, or if you watch my other ones, I try to explain the breakdown. Even I say go back to the previous one, but I do briefly the breakdown. The breakdown is MTV Ghosted is the haunted and the ghosted. The haunted called the show because they want to find out why the person who ghosted them is the ghost and the reason. So they called Travis and Rachel, they the hosts of the show. They talked to them, giving any background information, also the information of what led to the ghosting and what timeline. They figure out all the information, they get all the contact, whatever they need to do, and they come up with theories. After they come up with theories, they do the investigation. After the investigation, they give an update to the person the hunted, and then they coordinate the confrontation where they both the hunted and the ghost meet. And then they have a confrontation. They both say they peace, and after the confrontation, they had a final text whether to make up and ghost. If one person say ghost, it's a done deal. I mean, that's it. Okay. All right, so we in Washington D.C. in this episode, and they met Whitney, and Whitney picture will be on my thumbnail. So, um, met Whitney. She's a nice little girl. She's very family oriented. She's the only child, but she hang around a lot of her cousins, and they be like their family to her. So they cool and everything. So she went to Boston College. That's where she went to school at, and she really made a lot of friends because she said at the time like when you don't she went to one of the schools and everything that if you don't have that type of financial status, you're not the cool people. So she probably was left alone. She wasn't not welcome or like that in that group. But Tahira been good. As she said, she met Tahira and they've been good friends. She been there for her. She was going through the eating disorder, and that's very serious in my college area. A lot of college time eating disorder, your body image and stuff like that. She had eating disorder, and she showed a picture that she was really, really skinny. And she got good meat now on her. But yeah, Tahira's been there, and they be best friends. They be good, and they had plans to move to L.A. After when they were senior years of college. They planned to move to L.A. But Whitney decided to stay in Boston, BC, because she had an internship in welding internship, and she wanted to stay for that. And Tahira decided to still go to LA. But Tahira was a little bit upset, but she wasn't angry that Whitney didn't sign up to move with them. So that's one of the theories they felt. They felt like the reason why Tahira ghosted Whitney because Whitney decided not to go to LA with Tahira when they supposed to made this plan together to move together in LA. So I would say that's one theory. And they was talking while they was Mr. Talking. They said that they was good friends in 2014. They were friends for like 5 something years. Up to 2017, the August 2017, when she moved to LA, Whitney was calling her, Whitney was texting her, everything, social media, and she was not getting response. No calls, no messages, anything. So it was like, that's when she ghosted her. And I was like, okay, so this 2019, so 2 years ago, 2017, that's 2 years ago, she ghosted Whitney. They've been together friends for 5 years. So 2 out of the 5 years, it's like, wow, it's like, what happened? So, yeah, like 5 years ago, you have been friends, and then the last 2 years of that 5 years, he ghosted her. So, it's something. So they talk. She said in LA she be hanging with a lot of two friends, Juliet and Ogechi, and that's like those are two people that she posts a lot of Instagram posts with. Every other picture is with those two girls. So they would probably know some information and get a hold of Tahira right there. Cause Whitney is trying to figure out what she done because she missed her best friend. It goes to her and she don't know what reason, what she did, what she done, anything. No reason. And Whitney sounded like a cute, nice girl. So it was like, okay, what could be the reason? So her mom came when she was talking to Travis and Rachel, and her mom explained some details. She said she loved Tahira because she said Tahira met her family. They love Tahira like they was it's like a sister she never had. They love Tahira. She was a good girl. Everything, they really appreciate her. So it was devastating to her mom to feel like that Tahira and just ghost her. And her mom said ghost is not right. You should be able to speak up to talk to someone. And I said that is true. I feel like most situations that people ghost someone is very petty and simple minded. You could just simple minded. You could just talk to the person and see what's the issue and talk to them and say, I feel this is like that, and if the person doesn't change, then you move on. But if the person say, okay, I understand, they then work it out. But you just ghost them and just leave them like that, that's very wrong. And that's the only reason I said you would ghost someone if your life is in danger, the person is psychotic, crazy, or you about to, whatever, your life is in danger. And you get hit or you get abused. That's the reason why I feel like you should ghost quickly. Leave out of there, leave the situation, don't even look back. You get abused, violent, emotional, physical, all the things, abuse, or your life is in danger. So that would be the reason. But any other thing, I said it could be simple conversation, in my opinion. Alright, so her mom came and then she was like, one time her mom, Tahira, sent an email to Whitney's mom asking for money because she wanted to go to grad school. And oh yeah, she moved to LA because Tahira moved to LA because she was doing marketing firm. She studied marketing, so I guess she owned open business there in LA. But mom said Tahira contact her because she wanted to go to grad school, and she would ask for money for tuition for grad school because I guess Tahira didn't have enough money or family to support family that have enough money to support her. And her tuition was like 100 grand a year. I said, whoa, that's a lot of money to give to someone, even though y'all close and it's like a daughter or something like that. But 100 grand a year, and so her mom said she didn't feel comfortable giving her that much money. So theory number two is Whitney wanted money, support her dreams, whatever, and she thought Whitney was the meal ticket. So, and her family. So that could be another theory. I said that's false. I mean, it could. You can't run past the people these days, so you don't even know. So after all the information, they said let's do investigation. So they look at Whitney Page, and they say Whitney Page is mostly family oriented. It's nothing out of ordinary. She said she love her family. It's mostly bonding and friendship. So when she hook up, when she connect with someone, that's real, and that's what she likes. She likes family oriented. She likes the relationship oriented type of thing. So that's that. So when they look at Tahira Page, it's different. She show a lot of provocative pictures and stuff like that, like a wild type of person. So they feel like looking at Whitney pictures and looking at Tahira pictures, they could be complete opposites. So they attract friendship because they complete opposite with each other. I was like, oh, that's happened sometimes. So they said with the investigation, they called Tahira, she wasn't answering. They sent a message to Agechi and Juliet to find out can they meet with them. It's from MTV. We got to talk about ghosting, kind of stuff. So while they was doing all that crazy, they was doing all that. Yeah, they realized that all the people is in LA, so they cannot stay in DC because there's nobody in DC for them to talk to. So they had to go to LA to reach out to the people because those are all the people that was in LA. So they called Whitney and they said, pack your bags, we gotta go to LA because there's nobody here we could talk to. And she said, how do you know we'll find her? They said, we don't know, but we gotta make it work. So they packed the bag, went to LA. And while in the midst of it, they didn't get any messages because they did message Julia and Ogechi. They messaged Tahira. Tahira haven't responded yet. So they arrived to LA. They get no response for anyone. So I was like, wow. But while they was getting no response, they were talking. Ogechi ended up calling them, and she was like, "What's going on? What's this?" She was a little iffy. It was like MTV, ghosted, all that stuff. They thought they was legit. They thought they were scammers. They were spam because these days, yeah, I don't know if I think a lot of people these days. I don't know what's going on this year, but a lot of robocalls, a lot of spam calls, numbers that call in your phone and you don't even know these numbers, and you gotta end up blocking, not even answering the calls. I end up ending calls and not answer my phone as much now because I don't recognize the number. If your name is not on my phone, and I still save people's names into their numbers, so if your name doesn't pop up, I won't answer. Leave a message for support, and I will call you back. Right? So So they were thinking like that. I was like, who is this boy like us? But they messaged them. So they called and they would say, Whitney, and I guess you didn't even know who Whitney is. So say, maybe you show me a picture, maybe I wouldn't know it, but it didn't ring the bell. And Whitney asked Ogechi on the phone. She said, "Hey Ogechi, you remember me? And I'm from Boston, BC, and everything. I was here with a friend." And she said, "Nah, it doesn't ring the bell. Can you send a picture?" So they said, "We would like to meet with you. We could meet with you, say face to face. It'd be better than a person, so you can see the legit. We not scammers or nothing like that." She said, "Okay, well, yeah, whatever." So next day, I'm walking the dogs with Juliet, and we at this park. And you can come to us and meet us there. And they said we'll bring Whitney. And she said fine. So they met with Whitney. They went to the park and they talked for a little bit. I guess she said now she saw Whitney. She still remember her a little bit, but she didn't remember as much because she was seeing while they were sophomore around the time. So that was that. And then Juliet moved to LA first because she was there. But they do remember Whitney. She lived in LA, and then she moved there, and then that's when Tahira gone. And they was asking like, did she was upset or angry that Whitney didn't come? She said she mentioned it, but she was not too upset. She wasn't angry about that. That. So they was talking and everything, and they was saying we was best friends. She was been there for me and all that stuff. And I just want to know what happened. I want to reconnect with my friends because we lost a lot of friendship. And she was the only one who was really there, and I missed that. So I just want to connect and see what's going on to rekindle our friendship. And here come Agechi is not Agechi, Juliet saying that she said it was a few months ago, but Agechi just said that Tahira hardly even mentioned Whitney to them. So they was like, wow. I would say that was like, it's just like y'all been best friends in college, just like that, and then y'all you never mentioned Whitney at one time as much. So I guess she just forgot about Whitney. Like she just forget. Like and the way they say it is like she just forgot Whitney and don't mention her. She out of sight, out of mind. She not important. But Juliet said she knew 4 months ago why Tahira ghosted Whitney. So they said, "Oh, you knew?" She said, "Yeah, I knew 4 months ago, something like that." She said, "Do you care to share?" She said, "I'm not comfortable sharing Karen, but I do want to say this. She showed her true colors, and that's why Tahira ghosted her. So you gotta recognize that." So she said, "Define true colors," and it said, "Well, let her explain that, but you show who you are, and that's what she ghosted you." I was like, "What?" I said, "What?" So then my mom was thinking some craziness. I said, maybe because Tahira's black. I ain't gonna have no picture of her, but Tahira's black and Whitney's white. So maybe I was saying, no, it couldn't be no racist thing because they've been good friends. But maybe she said something insensitive one day. Maybe she did something. Maybe she hang out in the wrong crowd and they got joking around. I could think that. I know. Maybe it was something insensitive or something happened to her that Whitney was involved or she was involved and she knew things and didn't stop it. What happened? Don't know what's the reason. I could not figure out what exactly was the reason that she goes to because I was like, okay, if she showed her true colors, what? She faking that she's the prima papa, but she's not faking it. She's just a really nice girl. And if you did say something to her that I feel like it was messed up, she probably would be willing to apologize more than needed to, just to make up a good friendship with you. She's not someone who just make friends out of the whim because she want to be a popular Miss Popular and somebody follow her. No, she really enjoyed the friendship, especially a little child like she enjoyed that friendship you had. You've been there for her, so she valued the friendships. I don't think she's not one of the shady friends. So it was like, what is the reason? So if she showed her true colors, what can that be? It's because she was undercover racist or not. I don't think that was that or prejudice in some way. She said something, whatever. I could not figure out. Usually I could figure out a little bit, but some of these episodes, like especially this one, I could not figure out what's the reason. So they came up with two more reviews, and it was show you true colors, right? So, but Julia said it was a legitimate reason why she ghosted her. I was a legitimate reason. I was saying okay, but you just talked to her. So Getchy called Tahira said, she said, hello, we met Travis and because Tahira was like, you meet with them and tell me it's legit. She said it was legit and everything, and we are gonna talk. And they told little Whitney, Whitney said, Tahira, remember, I'm sorry, I miss you, and I started to talk to you. I just don't know why you ghosted me. And she said, I don't want to talk to you. I don't have no time. I don't want no problem to talk. I said, it must be some really deep stuff that she don't really want to talk to Whitney. She said, I don't want to talk to you. So Travis, she said, I will talk to Travis and Rachel, but don't bring Whitney. I don't want comfortable to talk to her. I said, okay. All right. But they told her that they have Whitney with them, but she said she don't want to talk to Whitney right now. So Travis and Rachel went to see Tahira. Went to see Tahira, and Tahira said, yeah, she remembered Whitney and everything. And no, it wasn't because she didn't move to LA that I was angry. It is no, it's also because her mom didn't give her the money. So they dispelled that reason. So the other one is yeah, it's now those two. So Travis came with two more viewpoints, and one was far fetched. He said one was political views in politics. Maybe something happened because they said she did an internship and she was an intern, a congresswoman. I think that was. So maybe she had political views, so she said something that Tahira didn't like. So that could be different things. I would say that's far fetched, and the friendship with somebody who political values. I mean, sometimes I know people who don't be friends with somebody who support one person who had this radical views, points, and stuff like that. But they are people who have different viewpoints, and they be good friends. Just they have discussion, they talk, and they may not agree eye on everything, but you don't end a friendship because you don't agree with something with somebody all the time. You will have friends that you don't agree with, but that makes a good friendship because you learn from differences. You learn different people's viewpoints. Not everyone will have the same viewpoints. So everybody has the same viewpoint. It makes things boring, right? So that's why it's so different radical things and debates, all that stuff like that, because everybody views things differently. So you want to have people, yes, you might have some friends who's similar to your values, but you also have friends who's different from your values. Viewpoints, especially political politics. Sometimes politics is a very touchy subject. That's why you don't really talk about politics, and I don't want to get to politics. But he said that's one of the views. I said, I don't think that's the reason. But another thing was to be she maybe say some insensitive remarks towards Tahiri that she probably was not aware of. Maybe that could be the reason. I said, I would think that would be the reason too. Or she did something, or she said insensitive information, or whatever. It is that. So Tahiri, she said it was something that was devastated, and Whitney does not know what the reason is because she never told Whitney anything. So Whitney is blinded about what could be the reason. So she going in there. So, but she did agree to meet with Whitney. So here's a final confrontation, and they sat down and talked. Whitney said she misses her. When they met together, they hug it out and they tear. So you could tell that was real friendship. So it could be some. I could tell it was something that was really small that had Tahira freaking left this girl. The fact that you came to hug her, it was tears. You missed her. You said it was so happy to see her. It was so good to see her. It's like it brought my memories, all that stuff. So I said, okay, what's the reason? So Whitney said, you was a big support system. You've been there for everything, family, college. She cannot fathom what's the reason why you go such. She's trying to wrap her brain. Maybe she said she said something wrong that you didn't like. Maybe you could have told her about it. Maybe she said did something insensitive. She don't know, but she was hoping the reason why you could tell her the reason to ghost her. So Tahira said she didn't forget Whitney at all. She didn't forget her. Every time Whitney was contacting her and texting her and calling her, she did not forget her. So that was not out of mind. She did not forget Whitney. But she said the reason, y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? The reason why she ghosted Whitney because she supported Trump. Yes. That was Travis, one of Travis' theories was right, political views. She ghosted Whitney because Whitney supported Trump or whatever. Whitney said she don't really like Trump, a lot of his views, but she did vote for Trump. And she posted stuff like that because it was something marketing about Trump going after small businesses and small businesses failing or whatever, it was shutting them down, stuff like that. So she really don't agree with everything he does, but she did vote for him, but it doesn't mean that she really like him like that. And so she didn't want to be out there because now everybody gonna know that she voted for Trump, and maybe she probably kept that a secret that she was whatever. Whether she voted for Trump, she did it, whatever she could, or something like that. Maybe people did vote for Trump and they only like him, something like that. So it was like, because they don't want to vote for Hillary. Because don't get me started with that election. But I was like, you ghosted her because that I said, granted, if you have different viewpoints and you believe that this woman wholly values Trump, like what he say, like what he does, whatever about anything about the immigration, about things. Because Whitney says she doesn't support Trump about that immigration. She's just not that type of person. She would not like that. She don't agree with that. It's other things that she said she didn't agree, but she did vote for him, so it doesn't matter. But the fact that you will ghost her because she voted for Trump and you had different viewpoints and you don't like Trump, whatever reason, I'm sorry, but that was not a clear reason, a legitimate reason to ghost a girl. I understand because you had different viewpoints with someone and you want somebody, your friends, to be have good viewpoints with that. You don't want some friends who may not want friends who support the person. But if y'all been best friends, differences will happen. Political differences, religion values, gender roles differences, any differences will happen. Y'all be good friends, and the fact that you would just ghost her because she voted for Trump, that was messed up. And I was like, I have a coworker at a job who is an avid Trump supporter. I don't hate him. He has some strong viewpoints. I have my strong viewpoints. Some along we get along. We agree with some things. Other times we don't agree on things, but we will never hate each other. I would never disown him or stop talking to him because he's a Trump supporter. If I have friends who Trump supporters, it doesn't matter. I didn't vote for Trump. I don't care for him. It's like that. I don't like him. I voted for Hillary. But I would not stop talking to someone who supported Trump. I would not do that. And I don't want nobody to tell me who I should be friends with either. It's like that. You made Trump, somebody support Trump? Hey, that's you. We can still be cool. We can do it like that. We may not disagree. We can have a conversation about things. We can discuss. We can learn things. And that's it. And that's what Whitney said. She was like, wow, that's the reason. So she needed a minute because she was like, and all the things, that's the reason. I wish you could have talked to me. Yes, I have friends that we may not agree on things, but we have a conversation. We understand each other, all that stuff like that. And we talk, or we discuss things. We may not always agree on things, but we have a conversation. That's something you should have talked to your friend. That's not something you should have ghosted her for. For 2 years, she was trying to rack her brain to figure out why you ghosted her, and that's the reason. Because she had a different political views, different from yours, and you ghosted her because whatever, she voted for Trump. She said, if you would have talked to me, if you would understand that maybe I don't like a lot of his what he's been doing, and we could have had a talk, have a conversation. So Tahira, she realized she messed up. She realized, she said, you know what, maybe that was not the right reason. I hated it wrong. I should have had talked to you and everything. So the final text is they both decided to make up, and they're good friends. Now they talk every day. They have no issues, and she realized, yeah, maybe ghosting was not the right situation. But she learned next time. Sometimes you will have differences. Because even with Rachel Travis, she said, I don't disagree what she's saying. I disagree that she didn't talk to her about it. And that's the reason. She should have talked to her about that before you ghost her. That could have been avoided. Y'all could still have your friendship intact. But you lost 2 years because she had different political views. If, like Travis said, if I would have cut people who had different viewpoints than me or value, I would probably be lonely. I wouldn't have no friends. So you got to learn how to accept differences and understand not everybody gonna be the same. Not everybody gonna view the same thing as you. Not everybody gonna take the situation the same as you. That's where you have a talk, a conversation to understand, to have a better understanding and get closer. Not ghost them because they're different viewpoints. Alright, that was something. So how many y'all feel? Maybe y'all feel differently. Maybe y'all feel like she has the legitimate reason. I don't think that was very legitimate at all. But tell me what y'all feel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.